It's a little strange to come across a statue of a king on this route, just on Hadrian's Wall, but this is King Edward I, the famous Hammer of the Scots, who died here in Bruff-by-Sands on the 7th of July 1307. 777. Yeah. It's one of those lovely little numerical coincidences that is always remembered. He died at the age of 68. I think he looks a lot younger here. He died of dysentery. He'd been to see the monks a couple of days before at Lanercost, probably to ask if they had any Imodium, but he was getting considerably more painful and really suffering. And when he was found dead in his tent, they kept it quiet from the troops. They didn't want to alarm anybody or alert the Scots in case there was a surprise attack. And he was, of course, succeeded by Edward II, his son, the one who famously came to a grisly end with a red-hot poker. But that's another story. This is Edward I. There's been a church at Bruff-by-Sands for over 900 years, and if it looks a bit like a castle with those turrets on top, well, it was used as defence, especially when cross-border raids were happening. You'd bring your wife and family and sheep and cattle, herd them inside. And when Edward Longshanks, because he was 6'2", died, they brought him to lie in state in here. So they came through this tiny little door here, down the steps, and brought him in here. So in a tiny little parish church like this, they'd have his bier laid out here, and people would come to pay their respects. Edward II came, exactly. And then this is the little defensive area here. You see the gate? This is where you'd hide everybody in this tiny little area here. And climb up the stairs to look out and make sure it was safe to get out. It's weird, isn't it? It's a tiny little thing. To think that a parish church like this has had a king lying in state in here is amazing.